it's not about the shoots, it's not about the videos, it's about that I beat the odds because a lot of people told her that me being me being diagnosed with autism and everything, that I would never do anything in my life. That she will always have to take care of me and that she will always have to watch over me because I won't be able to do anything. So now that I beat all those odds, my mom is like, you know, super happy. Hi, my name is Emion Wright. I also go by Fairy Dante on Instagram and other social media handles. And I'm a photographer. I like to do videography, storytelling, conceptual art, anything art really. And this is Seeme Gang. Fear Dante came from a long time ago, back when I was a kid. It's a funny story actually. My cousin, he used it as like a fake name to talk to girls. And before he went to the Marines, he told me like if he bestowed upon me this name, he said take this name and make it better. So I took the name and I went by Dante for when I first started photography, back when I was just taking pictures of like trees and stuff. And to put my own spin on it, I I really like the story of Dante's Inferno, which is also called the Divine Comedy. The whole Dante and Virgil and him trying to get Beatrix back and everything. So I took that name, made it my own, and also put a last name to it. Because a lot of people think it's just Dante, but it's actually Dante Marvin. And Dante Marvin, the Marvin part comes from Marvin Gaye, so it's Dante Marvin. So with my art, for a long time, like I like to use a lot of props. I like to be very detailed with my work because I've always said, even though I do photography, I don't want to be known as a photographer. Like I want people to look at my work and think of me as an artist. They see my work and say, "Oh, that's something Dante would do. This is Dante's work right here." Like, and it's no shading like photographers because I know like there's a lot of beautiful pictures you can just take pictures of, but I wouldn't be satisfied with just done. Like I want to get everything together. Let's plan like a month ahead and boom. And my art just it comes from a lot of times it comes from like nothing. Like I can be sitting there. If you ever see me space out, I'm thinking of like an art John right there. Like I did a rose shoot, brought roses, bought a dress that looked like a rose petal and everything. And it was just it just came out of nowhere. There was no like I my art, a lot of my art pieces just pops. High school when it was like 2018. I did that by an old friend of mine. We were all like we had a group of friends, and he wanted me to do videography on VHS. That's also why I use a lot of VHS cameras. That's the first camera I used to take videos with. We used to throw parties, and I was the guy that had to capture everything. So I used to do that, take videos of everything, had to edit them and everything. And then one day I was like, what if I try to do my own type of video? And I did a video based on this interviewing this guy called Indigo Brazil, and interviewing about who he is. And I put it in a format as since it's on VHS, I took the audio, made it into like an old-fashioned quality to make his voice sound very old-fashioned. And a lot of people like the video, so ever since then I was like, oh, the video is something I could do, and then I've done it here and there. So I would say I do express my true feelings because whatever I don't with my own work, I don't put nothing out that I'm not okay with because I feel as though it's my idea, only I know it. So why would I have like do it? But I will say that I do get nervous a little bit. There's a lot of artwork that I have not put out because I'm nervous about the what people think about it. And I'm not as interested as I used to be because you see the recent shoot I did with the shapes on her head. That was like a shoot that was like I was very nervous to do that. So um, I'm getting into the process of maybe being weird and being different from like what other people usually see from photographers is like it's okay, you know. So when I was 7, I got diagnosed with Asperger's, and growing up, I've always seen like, well, I don't know, I never really, it has to be explained to me because it's like to me, I'm just being me, but to others, it's like, oh, that explains a lot. Was what I heard, but I could say, I think for me having a certain thing is it helps me like this, be more sporadic, be more like this outside thinking, more of like seeing things or thinking of things that other people want to think about, you know, like taking the extra mile that even though I'm nervous to execute a certain thing, I'll still do it. Or, oh, I'm paying attention to a certain thing because I know this other person wouldn't. Like I'm very, I don't know, it's just how I am. I wanted to shout out my homie Anthony Rivera. So he just came from NYU and he's very good at videography as well, better than me. So we came together because I knew him from way back in high school. So when he graduated, he came back, we connected, and we made a. Well, he already had this thing called the Young Bulls. He pitched to me to make it a group. So we became the Young Bulls, and we just started like a month or two ago. But we already have some projects out. We already have some things that are cooking up. So I would say, just watch out for us because we're we're growing pretty fast, and we already have like a lot of connections. So it's just a matter of time till we're known for the name.